Welcome to the Montevideo food, culture, drink, caffeine tour, all in one country. Number 83 for myself. Me and the King got here late last night and we've already found out why it has the lowest poverty rate in the whole of Latin America, because it's bloody expensive. We're going to be dropping all the prices for it. It's a beautiful along the shoreline, but today is all about the food and drink. Little close up please. We're in Saint Germaine. Sounds like a little French patisserie. I've gone for the pan au raisin, which for me is the best little baked good on the market. Em's gone for a little cinnamon roll with icing. I'm pretty sure the lady said vanilla. We'll go for a little taste test on the old coffee first. Coffee art, we're going to give it a 2 out of 10. Hopefully it picks up from here. Cheers now. You know what? The connoisseur behind the camera has already given it the thumbs up saying it's good, and I can give plays ball. Right. Oh, this, I actually can't pull it apart because it's that moist in the middle. Let's get this a little bit closer. This looks ridiculous. That is sensational. That's actually ridiculous. I always say this on pastries, you want it nice and flaky and crispy on the outside, and then the middle is so soft, moist, filled with raisins. Not shy on those. Tell you what, we're off to a bloody good start. And it comes highly recommended by the Bobby again, showing us all the best places in South America, and we're taking you to them as well. Bit of culture, bit of markets, bit of Asado, couple of beer waris, bit of vino blanco. Hit subscribe button. Ridiculous start to the day. Might be the best pan au raisin I've ever had. That is unbelievable. Coffee, caffeine in the old bones. We're now on Plaza Independencia, which was designed in 1837, hell of a time ago, as the old centerpiece of Montevideo. We'll give you a little spin round and give you a little tour of the place. I think from our first impressions, it's an unbelievable little city. This sounds like probably a negative to most people, but it reminds me of like the British seaside. If anyone's been to like Southport, the nicer parts of Blackpool, or if you've been to like down in Brighton and stuff like that. It was gorgeous sunshine yesterday, so the team are not having much luck, but hopefully in the coming days it'll brighten up. It's still like 23 degrees in the middle of December, so the things will take all day long. Palacio Salvo, which is this lovely little building which looks like it should be on Central Park or something in New York, or it actually looks very similar to the building next to King's Cross. We have El Kingador, of course, Chile with her jumper on. But yeah, this little building designed by Italian migrant Mario Palatini, who actually lived in Buenos Aires, built in 1925 as the jewel of Montevideo. However, when they built it as like a really like high-end fancy hotel, and apparently just didn't get much action, so then they kind of changed it up to offices, residential bit, and the top is actually originally a lighthouse and now a lookout over the city. If it was a bit clearer of a day, a bit more sun, I think we'd fire it up, but you know what, we pick our battles, and this one we will be leaving. But yeah, lovely little spot, flare buildings on one side. It's looking a little bit dusty over this side, and then yeah, we've got a few of the old governmental buildings over here. Love the flag as well, big fan. Not going to be one of the old fan favourites, flag favourites, but you know what I mean, still plays ball nonetheless, baby. Got to be time for a cerveza shortly. The next stop on the magical mystery tour is Mercado del Puerto, and it is absolutely buzzing, rammed. One of the busiest places I've ever been to. We've come to Caravana Veronica, and I've never seen people. The amount of steaks they must sell in here is outrageous, isn't it? There's like 10 people flipping steaks. I'll overlay now a little clip what it's like, because you've never seen anything like it. We're talking steaks, we're talking sausages, we're talking black puddings, we're talking a little bit of the old peppers for the vegans amongst us. The King has gone for
A sausage. I don't think it's chorizo, but I think it's just like a standard sausage.
Taste test review.
Really nice.
Right out of 10. What flavours are we dealing with?
Lots of herbs. Yeah, overall very nice. I rate it a 9.
9 out of 10 for the King. That's a 1 portion, by the way. Also, a little vino blanco. This is how active this place is. Absolutely buzzing. And they serve lager by, not the half pints, because of course we're absolute wetbags on this channel, but it comes in. Yeah, you get the beers by the old litre, and then they bring over the ice as if you're getting a little bottle of wine. So yeah, serious setup. Like, this is what we're dealing with today. Absolutely outrageous bit of kit. This is what we're talking about. So an interesting stat online, and it was saying that salt is banned in Montevideo. I'm going to mispronounce that a million times, but apparently 40% of the population has hypertension, high blood pressure, and I can confirm it's coming to places like this. Delicious food, but oh baby, it's got a few of the old salt flakes on. But we're delving into a few more vinos, a few more breweries. Let's give it a little taste test. Plays ball? Oh. Yeah, banging. Room for improvement, but a strong 9 out of 10. Banging. Good start to the day. And the little brewery we're on, forgot to say. Patricia Lager. They had 4 different ones on. For a litre, it's like £8. The lager's banging. The lager's better than the old sausages for me. Hell of a setup. Things you'd love to see, baby. Clip number 1. You might think, Gaz, you're a little bit flustered. And I was, and I still am. I've never seen a place as busy, vibrant, buzzing. It's absolute carnage. They can't put steaks on quick enough. Every time I turn around, this is like the place where they either put the food on or they put in the trays and glasses coming back. It's carnage. Em, get a little close up. So Em had a little starter. She was on the sausage. I've gone for the ribeye with the mashed potatoes. We'll start with the easy bit first, mashed potatoes. See what we're dealing with there. I want light, I want fluffy, I want creamy. It bloody delivers, to be fair. Strong start. We'll get on the steak. They've asked, what would you like it cooked? Medium rare? Medium? Tell you what, how are we dealing here? Cool. Wouldn't have minded 1 or 2 minutes on the old rest to get the blood out the old system, but it's looking bloody good, eh? Eh? That is absolutely scintillating. Maybe a second long on the outside, a little bit more crisp to it, but the flavours, you know what we said a minute ago about the salt intake? Yeah, they're not shy on the salt. I've watched them absolutely caking it over the top. We're on for the black pudding. Let me know in your comments, do you eat a bit of the old black pudding? Yes, no, maybe. In the words of Blink 182, can you repeat the question? Also, the amount of heat sat here from me and Em, we're looking a little bit red in the face. It's because they're launching literally like a full forest on top of the fire over there at different times. Black pudding, usually elite, big fan. Taste test for the boys. Mashed potatoes 8, steak 9, black pudding. It's getting a straight 10. Absolutely banging. And I didn't give the beer enough attention. Em, a little close up again. The fact they serve it as if you were getting a wine in here. We went for the local number, Patricia, similar to the boy Evra. And it is absolutely delightful. Cheers, Nye. 10 out of 10. What a vibey day. Uruguay, tell you what, I think could be one of the most underrated countries of our trip so far. Exceeding expectations. Does help when the beers are flowing. Cheers, now. It doesn't matter where we are in the world, a small little microbrewery will pop out of nowhere. The bright lights drew us in, and when I say us, I mean myself, the king, of course, on the old Vino Blanco. Give a little taste test, of course. Tell you what, that's actually banging. That's well nice. Okay, so we've gone for the IPA, West Coast, East Coast, and then a little special number. I'm gonna have to talk quite quickly here. And we've gone for the Guinea Stout as well. This, actually no, we usually save the best till last. So we'll go for the West Coast first, see what this is saying. You know what, he did tell me, it's very fresh, it's very fruity. What did he say? Notes of passion fruit and grapefruit. For me, 5 out of 10. Next up, East Coast. That's your staple. That's a powerful IPA. Straight out of 10. Good thing is here, all the beers are literally brewed over my right shoulder, left shoulder, as you're looking at it. So it's all local stuff. They can walk and talk you through every single one. This is the old house favourite. I'll overlay the name now. Pretty much every single other person here, there's a group behind them and the group over here. They've all got this little fella, and that is usually what I look for. A little cloudy number. There's usually notes of just absolute naughtiness. Okay, for me, it's coming back to me now. This is the one which is like a bit of an IPA, but it's mixed with like a Weiss beer, like a German beer. So if you like a Paulaner, where you pour most of it out, roll it, get all that goodness out, that's going to be one for you. And here, I've not tasted it yet, but I'm already going to say it's going to be my favourite. Guinea Stout, what are we saying, Em? What do you reckon on this one? Oh, it is nectar of the gods. Exactly what it says on the tin. Top drawer stout, more chocolatey than coffee, but yeah, pretty top drawer. Whole sampler was £10. M's wine was about £4. So I think drinks are kind of similar-ish to London. Food in the last place, I'm not sure. I'll have to overlay it as we go because everybody knows. But yeah, this one, the best by an absolute country mile. Shout out to the boys. Woo! Banging. Next up on the tour is Viti, one for all you wine lovers out there. Multiple options you can see. Obviously had to go for a little Uruguayan number. We're going to go for the Oceana J Ignacio, not available. So we've gone for a little mix. M's gone for a more dry number, the Cabernet Franc Los Ranchos, and I've gone for the Brazetti. We learned a couple of things in Chile. Can't remember what the fellas are called. The legs coming down slowly, which hopefully means it's high in alcohol. It's looking a little bit darker than I'd usually go for, looking a little bit sweeter. Got a little taste test. Saw a guy yesterday order a wine, and I'm not joking, he spent 15 minutes going. However, we'll not be doing that. It's light, it's crisp. It is a little bit sweeter than I would usually go for. However, delicious nonetheless. And you're looking at about £4 for a glass of wine. So yeah, plays some ball. You'll always catch me in the beer places. However, I am partial. It's a little Vino Blanco, a little dry, pale rosé. This one, a little bit more on the sweeter side. We're still getting a 6 out of 10. A little bit more heat outside. And the coldness of this would be chef's kiss. Plays ball. Cheers now. It's a little bit sweet. Outro time, baby. Me and the king cannot catch a break. We come from Rio de Janeiro, which we thought would be beautiful and sunny. It was on Copacabana Beach. Christmas Day, if you've not seen, go back and watch it. To Uruguay. Yesterday, gorgeous sun as we're driving in, and we thought, you know, it's going to be rinse and repeat every single day. However, this is what we've been dealt with. However, when life gives you lemons, of course you make lemonade. You make the best what you can do in that situation. For me, the bakery, straight 10 out of 10. Silly pan raisin, decent coffee. However, the star of the show, it's not the brewery. It's definitely not the wine place, because I think that was pretty mid, very sweet, not my vibe. It was, of course, the little markets and the place. I've overlaid the name before. Crazy atmosphere, silly food, amazing hospitality, and the litre of beer. Again, chef's kiss, absolutely banging. We'll probably rinse and repeat all this week in terms of like the prices here quite expensive, but I think what you get with that is a higher level of service, higher level of, do you know what I mean, class, higher level of ambiance, higher level of company, and it looks pretty top draw, left, right and centre. So hopefully when we're back tomorrow, we'll be back with a little bit of sunshine. We're going to go check out the stadium with the first ever World Cup back in 1930. Got a little wine tour, got a little beach action. Of course, for the beach action, we're going to need a little bit of the old vitamin D. Question in the comments, whilst you're down there, tell Darwin Núñez he is the best forward in the Premier League. Hit the subscribe button. Remember, the chef is always cooking. Let's get it.